This video is brought to you by Mel Hambleton Ford.
Closer to that quality FreightRate.com restart zone. They put the hammer down. Green flag is in the air. Good jump by Colby Mann, but Walski's able to stay with them. Skauge right behind him as they race into turn number one.
Walski with the early lead in turn number two. Mann second. Tyler Werner in the 18 car up to third. Good run going so far for him, looking sharp. Three cars battling out. Fourth, fifth, and sixth. Looks like Taylor Skauge in fourth.
First time out of turn number four to cross the line. It'll be Sean Walski as your early race leader, leading lap number one. Tyler Werner is indeed looking racy. Completes a pass on the 32 of Skauge. Now sets his sights on Colby Mann. Mann at the bottom. Werner working around the outside as Skauge pushes massively up the banking in turn number four.
That's going to drop him back two positions as Ryan Olson and Jackson Hale squirt underneath them. It's going to drop him back a couple more too, it looks like.
Wow, for a moment there, I was wondering if something had broken on the 32 of Skauge, because that car just turned right and went right up the banking.
Trouble in turn two. Somebody pointing the wrong way out there.
22 seems to be starting a little better. Green flag is in the air. 2 laps down. Walski is quickly able to pull away. Werner's going to battle for second, running that high line with Colby Mann down at the bottom.
Yeah, Werner takes the high line. Mann down to the bottom. Olson looking on the inside of Jackson Hale for fourth place. They battle for position. Taylor Skauge behind them, and then 4 wide for position.
So Flying Ryan Olson takes sole possession of fourth. Jackson Hale's going to try and battle back on the outside of turns 1 and 2. Good run by Colby Mann in 1 and 2 that time. He reclaimed second for a moment. Werner going to battle him a little bit more in 3 and 4.
Boy, a lot of shuffling from third on back in this field. Olson and Jackson Hale going at it. They're trading paint in turn number 1.
That was a door slapper into that first turn. Jackson Hale and the 21 of Olson get together. They both keep it straight, but not before sliding up the banking in turns 1 and 2 and hemorrhaging at least 2 positions each.
Taylor Skauge and Eric Kanz trying to make some headway on the bottom of the Speedway. Those two take their cars to the top. Hale up into the marbles in the 28.
Just when we thought that the outside line might be the ticket to the front, it looks like that low groove is coming into play here as both Colby Mann and the 24 machine of Dylan Goettl are finding some magic speed low.
Goettl looking on the inside of Werner for third place. Up front, though, it's Sean Walski all by himself, several car lengths away from Colby Mann sitting in second.
3 wide battle in turns 3 and 4 just outside the top 7 as Zach Brom, Brandon Hare do battle in the low and the mid groove.
Yeah, Chisholm behind those 3 cars battling for position. That's part of the action as well. Sticks that 25 in there. Tries to get on the inside of the 56H of Brandon Hare.
Almost had him 4 wide coming out of turn number 4 as Jackson Hale kisses the concrete at the top of the banking, and turn number 1 puts a shower of sparks up into the air. Now into 3 and 4 he goes.
Meanwhile, Goettl sneaks up to second place on the inside of the 60 of Colby Mann. That's for second place. Tyler Werner has his hands full now with a different cast of characters, including the 23K of Eric Kanz, who's taking a look on the inside and will take over fourth place.
Jackson Hale again into the concrete in turn number 1. Cross flags are out as they cross the line this time. Halfway through this 20-lap feature, 10 down, 10 to go for the B-MODS.
Ryan Olson and Jackson Hale still trying to recover from the earlier incident, battling between several drivers between like 8th, 9th, and 10th place in there. Hard to tell.
Zach Brom works underneath Tyler Werner. Werner has gone down to the bottom now to try and find some speed there, making a change in his running. The first 6 or 7 laps, he was up at the top of the banking. Now he's dropped down to the bottom as he's seen several of his competitors work underneath him and take spots away from him.
Running that bottom line, Goettl reeling in our leader, Walski.
Yeah, we may have a
closer to him each lap.
We may have a battle developing here for the lead. I'm sure Walski saw him that time in turn number 4. Goettl right alongside of him. They both crossed the line with 17-second laps. Goettl actually quicker by 0.5 of a second. Walski did a 17.5, Goettl did a 17 flat. Walski now to the bottom in 3 and 4 to try and fend off that charge from the number 24 machine.
Yeah, he asked if he saw him. Obviously, he saw him that time coming out of 4. Yep. Shuts the door on that 24. Takes away that line. Oh, Hale in the wall at turn number 1. Shower of sparks.
Eric Kanz up to 3rd. Zach Brom right behind him. Then it's Colby Mann up to the top of the banking in the number 60 machine, rounding out the top 5. Goettl and Walski, a nose-to-tail battle at the front of the field, maybe a car length and a half, separating the top 2 as they head into 3.
Yeah, they're getting close to lap traffic here. We'll see if that plays into effect. Layover flag given to Brady Boland. Oh, we got a spin right in front of our leaders in turn number 2.
The 52 of Hunter Nelson went around there. Jackson Hale back into the mix. Green flag back in the air, 16 laps down, 4 to go for this 20-lap feature.
We'll see if Walski has what it takes to finish. Here, Kanz takes the 23K to the top. Tries to get a run.
Oh, Goettl! Wow. What a save. It ruined his night, but he saved himself from going around in front of the entire pack. Goettl completely sideways in 2. Now he's got ground to make up.
Kanz keep digging on the high side, trying to find something there. Drops it down a little bit. Gets a run on Walski down the backstretch as they go side to side into turn 3.
It's been a while since Eric Kanz has been in victory.
Oh, trouble between... We got Hale and Colby Mann going around.
Colby Mann and Jackson Hale get together and go around. And 4 other competitors throw their cars into avoidance spins.
Looking good through 3 and 4. Green flags in the air. Here we go. Shootout to the finish with Sean Walski leading the field.
Eric Kanz going to try and work some magic in that extreme high line. Zach Brom right behind Sean Walski. Walski gets a great jump up and out of turn number 2, but so does Eric Kanz. Kanz and Walski side by side into 3. 2 extremely different lanes for choice. Green flag straight up and down, 2 to go.
Oh,
the top
trouble.
2 get together.
Whoa, trouble. Oh, somebody over the wall. That might have been Darren Jonsgaard going over the wall in turn number 1.
And the 11J swept into that one as well. Jacob Lynch went nose first into that retaining wall, as I believe Jonsgaard was the car that took flight, went up and 18 laps down. Finally, back to green flag conditions. Green flag is in the air. Our Black Horse Bar and Grill USRA B-MODS feature back underway.
Walski takes the 95 to the top of the Speedway. Brom way down at the bottom. Colby Mann right in the middle as they come out of turn number 2. Keep an eye on Chisholm in the 25. Trying to move forward.
Taylor Skauge tried to make it 3 wide. He's right down the middle on the back straightaway. High, wide, and handsome at the top of the banking is the 60 of Colby Mann. Colby running 3rd. Now Walski back down to the bottom as your race leader, just ahead of the 43 of Zach Brom.
Olson trying to get in there in the 21, trying to move to 4th. Taking on to the 25 of Chisholm. White flag out this time by it's Walski. Still at the point.
1 more lap to go for that blue and orange 95X machine. He's at the bottom. Zach Brom is right behind him. Colby Mann trying to make a run on the high line. And here comes Chisholm in the 25 up to 4th as they head into turn number 3 for the final time. Checkered flag is out. Sean Walski survives and takes the win.
Second place is going to go to Brom in the 43, followed by Colby Mann.